Hey guys, Chris here, Morgan Pipes. Just finished AD's video response for his contest, 1,000 subs. If you haven't done already, go over and do that. There's some pretty cool prizes. Well, two pretty cool prizes. The Peterson Dracula pipe for 2012 and a Chris Asquith billiard. It's a fancy pipe. But I mentioned briefly in the VR that I was working on something. That's why I haven't been around all that much. For the past couple months, I've been playing around with the idea of creating a more affordable line of pipes, mainly focusing on the smoking qualities as opposed to the finish. And what I came up with was basically a line, and you'll see more of these from me in my high grades also, but a line of standard shapes or classic shapes. You know, your billiards, your Canadians, bulldogs here and there. Bulldogs get a little pricey, I'll be honest. I mean, for any... I mean, a Dunhill Bulldog is usually a little more expensive than a billiard. It just takes more work. But, yeah, so let's get down to it. By the way, smoking my, I call it my opera pipe, but it's a vest pocket Stummel that I got from, it's an old Stummel from the LaCroix factory in France that these are dated around the 60s. And I just basically put a real short stem on it, so it's a little nose warmer. It's an ugly thing. And I blasted it. Ugly, ugly pipe. But it's kind of fun because it has that oval bowl. So, the Briar's fantastic, though. Like really old, super hard. And it has an awesome flavor. But moving along. Oh, and I'm smoking Grey Havens from that, McClellan's Grey Havens, which is awesome. Thank you, Tate. But basically, what I've got here is I'm going to be producing a line of some can be standard, some may be, I mean, you might find a wasp in here once in a while. Totally blasted, absolutely no finish, nothing. This is going to be basically fresh out of the sandblaster. They're all going to be blasted finish. Excuse me. All of them will have blasted finishes. The stems will be hand cut from the German Ebonite and Cumberland, and in various colors, whatever I choose. And they'll be made just like any of my other high-grade pipes. But the kicker is that there won't be a stain and there won't be a wax finish. Now, I may change that at a later date if people are having complications with it, but the cool thing with no wax finish is that the pipe colors really quickly. And I mean, this, I'm not going to say this looked like this, but it was quite a bit lighter. It was closer in that direction. And after like 10 smokes, it just... But something like that. We've got, what else do we have in here? We've got a Devil Anse that I just recently finished. Same thing. No wax, but it is, you know, the smooth part is polished, just like a normal high grade that I would produce, and the stem is polished and hand cut, just like I would normally do. All my drilling is exactly the same. There's no corners cut on quality. The only difference is the finish. If I was to finish this smooth, we're talking an extra... if it's a high contrast finish, it could almost double the price. So you're basically getting my high grade pipes naked for a much lower price. So it's a pretty good deal. And it helps me out because it gets more of my pipes out there. Because I only do produce at high grade level somewhere around 50, 40 pipes a year. I spend a lot of time on my high grades with the high contrast finish and all that. The lighting bad in here, so this would be a high grade Dublin. And the light sucks in here. Sorry, guys. But you know, with something like that, you're looking at a pretty intensive staining procedure. Multiple coat. This doesn't have a bowl coat in it yet. The pipes in question, though, will be considered my raw series. I have a stamp being made right now that will be stamped on the pipe with the Morgan Pipes text. The rabbit stamp may or may not be on it. I have to nail down exactly what my scale is going to be and what how I'm going to label the lines. But that's pretty much the big news. We're looking at a price point of around, like a Devil Anse, maybe like $350 to, if I was to produce a raw wasp, it would be somewhere around $600, give or take. Whereas my normal wasp is around, high grade wasp is around $900 and up. So something like, something like that. Granted, this one has elephant ivory on, pre-ban elephant ivory on it, but these tend to get pretty pricey. And I understand not everyone. I mean, I don't purchase extremely expensive pipes. I knock my pipes around. Most of the pipes that I have that, all the pipes that I own are blasted unless I made them. Just because if I drop them, I'm going to be pissed. But just that little bit of info. There will also be the introduction of the new Titan line of pipes, or Titan grade, I guess, if you want to call it that. And those are pipes that are exceptionally large. A few of you guys have seen the brandy I produced, smooth brandy. We're talking a size that is almost hilariously large, something like that. There are guys out there that like giant pipes for whatever reason. I can get some pretty decent sized blocks, and there won't be very many of those. We're talking maybe 5 a year, and they will be priced at a premium depending on their finish. Right now, I think Yvonne Reese has an 9-inch long by 4-inch tall by 3-inch wide true calabash that's sandblasted with a cork lining as the seal, and the cap is a high contrast, extremely high contrast, in fact, cap from Briar. And I think they have that right now. I believe they took it at the Chicago show, so it may not be available anymore. But if you're interested in giant pipes, call them up, because I'm going to be sending quite a few of the pipes there from now on. They just have a better market for it, and I really enjoy working with Chuck and Adam and the guys there. So, yeah, I guess a couple big announcements then. So, as always, the Briar Cigar. If you're looking for them, Yvonne Reese has them. There's a few other smaller shops around that have them. Alpaca for you guys in Europe. I believe they have some pretty affordable shipping now. So if you're looking for Briar Cigars and you're in Europe, please go to their website. That would be the best place to go. Once again, as always, I do carry Nemo Bright, sort of an unofficial distributor in the U.S. I can't say official, but a lot of the new guys, not even new really, the guys that have been in it for a while that are just trying to get some better Briar, stuff that is softer, easier to carve, better grain, very few flaws, if any. I mean, once you start creeping up to the higher grade Briar that I carry, you're looking at, amazing clarity. And the wood is white. I mean, this is probably the best example of how white Nemo Bright is. A little bit of dirt on there. it's like paper white, damn near. So, great for staining. But, I've got that. I'm waiting for a new shipment of Briar, so it may be a couple weeks before I get it. Right now, I think in stock, I've got crosscut, second grade crosscuts. If you're interested, send me an email. Go to morganpipes.com, fill out a form, or fill out the form on there, or send it to my email, chris@morganpipes.com, and I'll send you over a price list. And see, second grade crosscut, second grade plateau. I don't carry the first grade plateau because it just would be way too expensive. And that's the stuff I buy. So that ensures the fact that I'm not going to be picking through everyone's Briar. The Briar you get is the Briar Nemo ships me. And it's stamped and graded by Nemo himself in Italy. So everything is very official. The prices are affordable. The shipping is free if you order over $100. And that's that. That's my pitch. But this video is getting a little boring. I need cool stuff to talk about. For all you guys that have been following it, I got my fish in the pond, finally. I might have mentioned it in videos last year where I put a pond in my backyard. And the koi just went in maybe a month ago. They're doing well. And just built... I got to do a video one of these days of the yard because I just did a ton of work on it. Looks amazing now, just with all the flowers and the spring stuff going on. But anyway, that's all for me now. Keep on the lookout. There will be some raw pipes. There are, well, as well as the high grades that are currently at Yvonne Reese. And there will be a few other shops in Europe that are opening up with some of the high grades, but I don't have an exact date on those, but it's coming out. Oh, and for those of you guys who are in Japan, look at the Suge catalog, because the Briar Cigars are in that, and Suge is the official distributor of the Briar Cigar, and possibly even all of the Morgan Pipes products in Japan. We got to see how that works out, but things are good. Business is going well, and that's why I'm not here that often. I wish I could be. I need to get some more videos going. But I hope you liked the video, and take care. Hope everyone's doing well.